Hello everyone and welcome to the Forex Financial Freedom Masterclass. My name is Sangeeta. I'm one of the team members who works under Vinay Palmer, who's that cool dude you saw in the videos when you signed up for this webinar. So I'm just here to introduce you to the webinar, and I'll be here at the end just to close out things as well. So you're here to learn how to build a profitable trading lifestyle without breaking the bank. So you're going to learn the 5 secrets, why the rich are rich, and how you can be too. So we're going to learn some of the secrets around that and about the mindset that you need to obtain wealth and keep it. Secret number 2, how to future-proof your income against whatever happens at work or in politics. As we know, the markets go up and down with Brexit and Trump and all sorts. But this is how to make income whatever's happening in the markets, and also to future-proof you against the threat of technology taking jobs, like not just more machines making things, technology making it so that more menial jobs are being replaced, but also artificial intelligence is coming, and it's already here actually in some industries, and that is also taking jobs. So learning what we're going to teach you today will make sure that you don't have to worry about any of that you will be fine. Your family, your income, you'll be fine. Secret number 3, we're going to learn what actually is Forex trading. What is this thing that we keep talking about? And we're going to show you how to read a basic Forex chart in minutes. So you'll be able to do this at the end of this call. You'll be able to understand the basics of what a Forex chart is saying, not just random colors and pictures on there. Secret number 4, how to beat the banks at their own game in as little as 1 hour a day. So the banks actually do this all the time. They take our money, we put it in savings accounts or current accounts, and they trade it and make money for themselves and give us very little interest. But you can learn how to do it yourself and in as little as 1 hour a day. So you can fit this around your lifestyle, whatever you're doing, whether you're in full-time work or not. And secret number 5, how to get this amazing education for free. That's right, how to get it for free. Or even to make a second stream of income if you want. It's totally optional. That would be on top of the Forex trading. So yeah, that's completely optional. So who are we? Just a little bit before we bring Vinay on. That's him there. And your presenter, Vinay, who I'm going to hand over to you shortly. He is a top trader and a 6-figure earning entrepreneur, and also a part-time criminal lawyer. He's a solicitor. So I'm going to hand over to Vinay now. He has recorded some training for you. So I'm going to cue that up now. But first, if you stay with me until the end of the webinar, I'll give you this bonus training. So you'll be able to set up how to trade from your phone, step-by-step guide. So once you finish this webinar and you watch this training, you can I wouldn't say live trade. I don't think you should do that right now, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But you'll be able to set up a demo account, and you'll be able to play around on there and actually set and try trading for yourself. And that's normally worth $225. So it's normally part of the orientation for new members of Traders United. So, yes, also have to say, we are not financial advisors. So legal disclaimer, this webinar is for education only. We're not guaranteeing results. We are saying that this is education, and if you put in the work and you put in the time and effort, you can make this happen. You can get the results, but it is education only. We're not financial advisors. Results are not typical. Trading does involve risk. You do need to understand the risk, and we'll teach you about risk management. And past results do not always guarantee future results. Always manage your risk. So let's go into the 5 secrets now, and I'll cue up Vinay.
It's recording now, guys, so I'm going to get straight into the presentation. So guys, let me just quickly share with you who I am. You've heard I'm a chairman in this business, in this company called IM Mastery Academy. Now, by profession, I don't have any kind of education or experience or qualification from the banking or the finance industry. And the great news is you don't need that. You don't need it. I mean, I haven't met any any kid, at school or at whatever, kindergarten or preschool or at nursery, said that, when I grow up, I want to be a Forex trader. Has anyone ever heard of anyone doing like that? No? Because no one intends to become something like Forex trader. Why? Because it's not exactly taught at GCSE or A level. Yes, economics does go into the whole currency exchange market, but people kind of stumble upon the industry, and it may be through you attending an event, you coming on this webinar, you looking at something on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You've seen someone or an ad's come your way, or you may have a family or a friend who trades. So it's one of those things where people kind of stumble upon it, and some people see the value in learning this skill, and they start to take it on board, and they what sometimes starts off as part-time sometimes becomes their full-time. And for me, it's become my full-time. So by profession, I'm a solicitor. I do criminal law. I still am a solicitor. I don't work for a firm. I don't work like I used to work, which is 7 days a week, pretty much all hours I could afford to give. I now am a part-time solicitor. I do 1 or 2 cases, 3 cases a month I need to do, and I'm qualified. But I do a case a week, I'd say, at a minimum, case a week or maximum, one a week, just to keep me afloat. But I do this business full time, guys, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. So without further ado, I'm going to do a straight screen share, and let me get into the presentation, guys. Let me just bring up the presentation. Great. Sorry, guys. Right. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. So, guys, what are some of the challenges that we face today? When we talk about it, cost of living, guys, we all know cost of living is rising. It's not declining. It's not getting cheaper. Council tax and, fuel, car insurance, mobile phones, and, day-to-day living is becoming more expensive. So the cost of living is rising. But the question we've got to ask ourselves is, what about wages? Our salaries, our income, is that rising or declining? Last time I checked, guys, I know the current climate out there, it's declining. And not only is it declining, artificial intelligence is taking out so many jobs. And something called job security really was a thing of the past. So, redundancy is becoming more and more common. I know many people have become redundant. I was made redundant. It's quite common now because AI, like I said, and not only that, it's just the way things are currently in the country. The pound has devalued significantly, but the question we've got to ask ourselves, at the rate as the pound is declining, have our wages gone up by 34%? And the answer for most people is no, unless you've got a promotion or whatever, but in most circumstances, it is a no. So, when we have challenges in life like that, I always knew there was something more to life than working for somebody for 40 hours a week for the next 40 years of my life, only to get a $40 watch by the end of it. It's called the 40-40-40 plan. So, guys, I always knew that there was something more to life, and I knew I was meant for something more. And, this person here, this was me. Okay, the guy's white. I'm not white, but still, that was me. I mean, he describes me. I was thinking there is something more to life. And, guys, statistically, this is stats. There's a poll. You can see the poll, the 2017 Gallup poll. 85% of people feel unhappy or unfulfilled at their jobs. Guys, that is not a nice statistic. You're telling me if you get 100 people, 15 of those people are not happy. That is not a nice thing to do, because, guys, when you're not happy at a job, what else suffers? When you're not getting, if I was to ask people, are you paid what you're worth? Very few people will put their hand up and say yes, very few. And, when you have money which is lacking in your life, guess what happens? Other things get affected. Other things like confidence, self-worth, happiness, health, and finances, obviously. That's the most obvious one, because I just pointed out cost of living is rising and our wages are declining. So, all kinds of things suffer. So I'm not trying to give everyone, a sob story, but, this really was me. When I was growing up, my parents gave me 2 choices. Either you become a doctor or you become a doctor. It was really, listen, you need to become academically qualified. You need to become a professional, because we weren't professionals. Now, my parents ran a market in East London for 10 years. And, 6 days a week selling, 7th day was buying. So, they told me that, look, you need to go and do what we hadn't had the opportunity to do, which is go to school, get good grades, go get a good education, get good grades, and go work for a well-established company. And that is you're going to be set for life. Guys, we are no longer in the industrial ages. We are in the information ages. And AI, like I said, social media and online, everything is online, guys. It's the traditional form of education is not equipping us to deal with the future. That's what I believe. So what if there was another way, guys? That's the question. What if things could be different? And they absolutely can be different. Now, what our company does, it empowers people. Now, guys, if I could ask everyone a question on this call, who do you trust with your money? And most people will say, well, I trust, myself or the bank, because where else? Because people may have had, bad experiences with, investments, maybe not gone to plan, maybe been a victim of some kind of fraud or, some investment going down badly. But the fact of the matter is, people are very skeptical nowadays. And the reason is because they may have had a bad experience. So what the company says, we are going to empower you to trade your own money. That's right, guys. The company do not handle your money. They don't take your money. They don't give you a back percentage return. They empower you. They give you the tools for you to trade your own money. And when you are trading, when you're buying and selling currency, which I'm going to explain, your money it doesn't go out of your escape. It's in a broker account, which is a bank, which is FCA regulated through in the UK. You're regulated by the broker, so you have a peace of mind. Your money is safe and secure in the bank, and you're executing the trade. And guys, look, we build better lives. That's it. Because we've just established that if your finances are not quite, where they need to be, so many things can suffer. They talk about, the divorce rate being so high in the Western world. And you know what the number one cause is? Money. So it can affect so many things. So when you have your finances, I'm not saying money is everything, but guys, it does play a big part in our day-to-day lives. Well, we need money for everything we do. So, it was a situation where, guys, we can build better lives. That's what the company want to do. And, again, it goes into the things that suffer. Well, meaning and purpose. Guys, look, when I was working, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, I was completely, guys, look, work fills up a large portion of our lives. Do we agree on that? If we're working 10, 12 hours a day, which nowadays is very unlikely because you know how the climate is, everyone's doing overtime, and people have got 2 jobs, you've got to give more hours at work. So people are giving, a lot of hours, I'd say at least 10 to 14 hours a day. It fills a large part of your life. And guess what? You're not even building your own business. Most people are in a company that they may not even want to be in, and ultimately may not even end up owning. Most unlikely end up owning. So guys, that is our story. And there's a few things on here. We believe change begins with positive self-talk, positive thinking, and it actually truly comes within. And I know, guys, you might be thinking, oh, that sounds very corny. Bear with me, guys. I thought a lot of things sounded corny, and so I've started to live it. So this goes in more into how do you talk to yourself. And guys, if you listen to a gentleman by the name of Earl Nightingale, if you read his book or listen to his audio, The Stranger's Secret, and he says that we become what we think about. Buddha also says we become what we think about. So many people say the same thing, but what do we think about? Most of us think about our jobs because we're there all the time. Most of us think about our jobs, and guess what? We become our jobs. Do we not become our jobs? I know when I was working in a law firm for almost half a decade, even when I used to go home, I used to be thinking about my, what client do I have to ring, what statements do I have to file at court, what deadlines, and that's what the story was. So guys, I'm going to put it out there and say, how would you like to have total control of every aspect of your life? First of all, for you to do that, you need to understand where we are. We need to understand that. If we don't know where we are, we can't find out where we're going to go. So if we know where we are, then we can, the first step on fixing a problem is to accept that there is a problem. So most people, some people, if we're on this call thinking, well, no, things are fine, then guys, this may not be for you. This is for people who really want to make a change in their life. And guys, the 3 most dangerous words in the English dictionary, 3 most dangerous words. I know that. I know that. Guys, if you knew that, you know what? If I knew that, if I'm saying I know that, I'd be doing it. I'd be living it. I know that. The 3 most dangerous words in the English dictionary. So guys, what I want to ask you guys is that to be a little bit open-minded when we show an opportunity which you literally can make money from a touch of your phone. People think that doesn't sound right. That sounds crazy. My family, my parents have told me to go to school, get good education. And what are you saying? You can learn this skill in a short space of time and you can change your life. So I want you to have an open mind. Now guys, if you haven't heard this gentleman who actually came up with this 4-way cash flow quadrants, I would highly recommend you to read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, guys, is a self-made millionaire, real estate giant, entrepreneur. Now, if you are not a big book reader, you can listen to his audio. You can listen to audios on SoundCloud, YouTube, etc. And he tells you that there are 4 legal ways to earn money. Most of us guys work for somebody. So what does that mean? 60% of the world, are trading their time for money. Now, time and money, 2 commodities. Which one is limited? It's time. If you lose time, you can't gain time. If you lose money, you can go and gain money. So time is limited to commodity, yet 60% of the world are trading time for money. So, you work for an employee, you work 10 hours, you get paid 10 hours. You work 12 hours, you get paid 12 hours. And that's what we do. But the question Robert Kiyosaki says is, are you going to end up owning that company? And the answer is usually no. And secondly, is there anything such as job security nowadays? I don't think so, guys. Because it's around me. I can see people around me are being made redundant, are losing their jobs, or are either working 2 jobs because they can't sustain their current lifestyle or looking to make or to do whatever in life. One job is not quite cutting it. So some people say, well, you know what? I don't want to work for someone. I will become what's called self-employed. What I will do is I will work for myself. That means I will have my own, business, or what I'll do is I'll start my own company, or I'll become an Uber driver or self-employed doctor, self-employed solicitor. And what we do now is we trade even more time for money. Guys, I was working for a law firm for many years. After that, I started to work for myself. I became self-employed. I went direct to the clients. I started to earn more money. However, I was working even more hours. I even had some lawyers who I was subcontracting. And, even though I had a few lawyers that you could say, kind of worked for me, I was the one doing most of the work. Why? Because they just do their work and they leave, and everything goes to me. So yes, self-employed, you can earn more money, but guys, now you're trading even more time for money. And Robert Kiyosaki says, you've only got 24 hours in your day. How much could you possibly do? Now, 95%, which is this side of the quadrant, make only 5% of the entire market. What that means, guys, is 5% control the 95% of all the money. Isn't that staggering how 5%, the elite, the rich, the elite control 95% of the money? And guess what? The elite, the 5%, do not do what most people do, which is go work for a company, get the education, and become a specialist in a certain area. They don't do that, guys. Let's look at it. Let's look at business owners, first of all. Not business operators, guys. There's a difference. A business operator is where you work for yourself. You have to be at work for your business to run. You may be turning over millions. If you even have 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 200 employees, Robert Kiyosaki says, if you still have to go to work for your business to run, you are still a small business. You are still working for yourself. You're 35% of the world. When you no longer have to go to work and your business runs without you, congratulations, you are a business owner, not an operator. People get very confused with that. Yeah, and you could say, wait a minute. So, if I have a business which is turning over millions, I'm still 35%. Yes, still 35%. Robert Kiyosaki says that. A business owner is people who own companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, Google, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Holiday Inn. Let's look at McDonald's. Let's just say there's 10 McDonald's in London. I'm saying London because I'm in London right now. Each have 10 employees working 10 hours a day. 10 McDonald's, 10 employees, 10 hours a day. 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000 hours. Guys, the owner of McDonald's has 1,000 hours in his one day. It's not a coincidence that the foundation, earns billions and billions of dollars because they've understood the concept of leveraging. See, we trade time for money. Business owners leverage time for money. And people think McDonald's is about burgers and fries. A small percentage of their income comes from burgers and fries, less than 10%. 90% of their income comes from investing. They are investors, guys. They invest in real estate. They own the land that McDonald's is on, and then they franchise them out to other self-employed people. It's a beautiful business, and they're the ones, guys, who are the 5% of the world. People like in that quadrant. So why is this important, guys? Why am I telling you this? Because it's important to know where we are. Because if we know where we are and we recognize that and we accept, then we can talk about moving somewhere. Now, I don't know about you guys. I want to go into the 5%. That's why I do what we do. That's why I do this business. Why? Because it's allowed me to leave the rat race, the Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. That was, and as a solicitor, guys, I was earning over 6 figures. But I did not want my time to be captured this way, and I didn't want the rest of my life like this. You know, earning six figures, you know, I was in my early 30s, you know, late 20s. I'm thinking this life's great, but guys, I was like, I'm not going to do this when I'm 60 years old. I need to do something. I need to do something now. So let's go into it. What is Forex trading, guys? Forex is short for foreign exchange, exchange of currencies. Now, we've all traded, believe it or not. You have all traded. What does that mean, guys? When you've gone to the exchange bureau to exchange any currency, so wherever you are, guys, if you're in India, you've exchanged the Indian rupee for you're traveling to Europe, you've exchanged it for the euro. You've traded. If you've traded the pound for the USD, you've traded. If you trade the Nigerian naira for whatever, for the Kenyan Kenyan shilling, you've traded. But you may not have done it with a view to make money, but you've done it for practical reasons. But that is you taking part in the foreign exchange market. Now, this market is a $1 trillion industry. Guys, and it says here, do you know how many zeros there are in a trillion? Guys, I'll tell you right now, spoil the surprise, 12 zeros. Guys, $5.3 trillion a day plus is traded around the world. Staggering. It is the most largest, most liquid market in the world. Bigger than stocks and shares. It's not stocks and shares what we do. Let me put it into perspective. Guys, if I say to you, wait here, guys, I'm going back in 1,000,000 seconds. I'll come back in 12 days. If I say to you, guys, I'll be back in 1 billion seconds, I'll be back in 33 years. And if I say to you, I'll be back in 1 trillion seconds, I'll be back in 33,000 years. That's how big of a difference it is. It is staggering. We may have known of billionaires, you know, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, etc. Do you know any trillionaires? Actually, Nikola Tesla, if he was alive today, his foundation, if he had capitalized on his invention, they would have said his wealth would have been in the trillions. Invented electricity. So trillions is not a joke, guys. We just need a small piece of that pie, and it is absolutely huge, guys. Now, we trade 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. What does that mean? Guys, the market is open Monday to Friday, 24 hours. So you could trade at night, in the morning, in the evening, at your convenience. It is open only when the banks are open, because around the world, banks are open mostly Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, but it could be nighttime here. It could be, morning in Australia. It could be, dark in Australia, but it'll be morning in America, wherever. So it works when the banks work. Why? Because, guys, when we put money in the bank account, do we think the money stays there? No. The bank will take our money and they will make investments with it. And they give us back, what is the base rate? 0.015% or something along those lines? Less than 1%. But the bank will make 10, 20, 30, 40%, but they'll give us back so little. Guys, we're learning the skill. How the banks actually make money, we can do the same thing. So when the bank buys a currency, pound, dollar, euro, they will buy it in billions. It will move the market. It's the exchange rate is being fluctuated. Now, you can trade without owning the physical asset. I'm going to explain this in a minute. Now, that is the foreign exchange market, guys. That is Forex, foreign exchange market. But there is another currency which is also growing towards $1 trillion. And this is, they're saying, is the future of all payments. The global currency form of payment. This is digital currency, guys. So we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, etc., etc. Digital currency. Guys, what I want to do is I want to quickly just play you a video just to show exactly what Forex trading is. So let me just get this. I had it set up here. I'm going to play this video, guys, very quickly.
Welcome to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what is Forex. Forex, or FX, is short for foreign exchange. It is the place where you can exchange currencies from all around the world. Many countries are backed by their own banks, thus creating their own economy and currency. When traveling to these other countries, you can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by exchanging your local currency for theirs. As the decades passed and the discovery of the internet came along, Forex found its way online, where traders from all around the world began to trade currencies digitally to turn over profits from the comfort of their home. The foreign exchange market is the largest and most liquid market in the entire world, trading over $5 trillion a day, far trumping the New York Stock Exchange at $22 billion a day, the Tokyo Stock Exchange at $18 billion a day, and the London Stock Exchange at $7 billion a day combined. To put quite simply, the FX market is where all the money in the world is being exchanged in real time through currencies. And this market attracts many investor mindset individuals who see the opportunity to create a career through trading within the exchange. The FX market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, meaning you get the ability to trade and make money 24/5 with no limits. The market opens Sunday, 6 a.m. Sydney time, and ends Friday, 5 p.m. New York time. Because the market is easily influenced by geopolitical factors, it causes a lot of volatility in the market, creating plenty of trading opportunities we can capitalize on. Through the continued education.
Okay, guys, so the reason for showing that video is because I just wanted you to understand how big this industry is. Now, guys, let me show you what else is a $1 trillion industry. Loans. Sounds crazy. Loan, debt. Did you know that the average American, when I say America, I mean, it will apply to everywhere, guys, mostly. The Western world, of course, but it actually applies everywhere because it's becoming that way. The average American is $37,000 in debt after university. Is it any guarantee of a job? No, there's not. But why do we still do it? Because everybody's doing it. Now, when I went to law school, around 85% of the students who were with me at law school did not become lawyers today. Why? Because they couldn't find a job in that sector. The average American pays $600,000 in interest only in a lifetime. $600,000, over $500,000 in their lifetime. The actual student debt, or the debt of America, is $1.3 trillion. Ridiculous. But everyone's encouraging, go to school, get good grades, get a good degree, get good qualifications so you can get the job. Guys, it's a vicious cycle that the banks are making money whilst we go into debt. So now we have the opportunity to do what the banks do. And also, guys, when we pay tax, the government will also take some of your money and put it into various different trades, foreign exchange, and they will make more money on it, but they give you back so little. So the great news is, if you're trading, you can also, all the income, the profit you make is tax-free in the UK. Only in the UK, guys. I know people from all over the world, but in the UK, it's tax-free, which is very beneficial for us. It is up to a certain amount. There are some T's and C's to it, but that's how it is. So let's go back into the presentation. So guys, now how do you learn? Now guys, just for the avoidance of doubt, trading is basically the buying and selling of currencies. So if I was to buy the pound at one price and it goes up and I sell it, I make money. Simple as that. If I buy any currency, dollar, euro, yen, etc., and it goes down, I sell it, I make money. You can do it physically by going to the exchange bureau, or you can do it electronically on the Forex markets. And we can show you how. If you can use Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat, you can trade, guys. It is all about going to the relevant currency pair, pressing buy or sell, and that is it. So cryptocurrency, some of you may have invested. That means you're looking for the cryptocurrency to increase. But how about if it goes down? If you bought cryptocurrency and it's declining, well, your investment is running at a loss. So the only way to capitalize is for it to go up. But when you're trading, you can also make money on the decline. Guys, when I first started with this company, I flew out to Las Vegas for a convention, and I met a gentleman by the name of Dr. Raphael Spiller, who's my senior. And he showed me his account that he had made $250,000 when Bitcoin fell in 2018. I don't know if you know, when it reached its peak, around $20,000, and actually shot down, he made $250,000. He goes, I said, how did you know that? He goes, because I don't do what most people do, which is look at the news, read the papers. He goes, that's telling you a certain thing. That's trying to persuade you to do something in a different way. I look at these charts and they tell me a whole different story. So you can make money on the decline and the increase of currency, whether it's recession, depression, whether it's something like war, which is obviously not a nice thing, but whatever, happening in the country, if there's a decline, Brexit, if the currency is going down, you can capitalize on it. You just got to be in the right trade at the right time. Our company, guys, IM Mastery Academy teaches you Forex. So the video I played in the beginning, that video I just played shortly, that video was the first video, and it teaches you the history, the basics, the intermediate to advanced, all about Forex trading. It will show you absolutely everything. So you can learn in your own time, in your own space, because it's all online. Now, a lot of traders who fail in Forex trade, one of the biggest reasons is because they go and learn from a family or a friend, or they go and learn from online, YouTube, and other websites. They're not bad guys. They're good for help references, but to learn a skill, guys, could we become doctors or lawyers or accountants or whatever profession, engineers, by going online? We can't. We need to be taught by professionals, and that's what we do. So the same thing here, guys. We are learning from professionals who work for the company. Now, the company is based in the USA. They've been trading since 2013, so coming into its 7th year now. They have over 125,000 traders who are trading with IM Mastery Academy. They're in over 120 countries, $500 million company, guys. It's a huge company, guys. Head offices are in New York. Now, foreign exchange, that's the academies come in different, you could say, sectors. Forex Mastery Academy. You've got high frequency Mastery Academy, a different style of trading, and you've got digital currency Mastery Academy, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, etc. I know we have some, big cryptocurrency, diehard fans. So of course that is for them. Now, guys, we also have the home-based business Mastery Academy, which I'll go into a little bit later. Because once you learn the theory will only take you so far. Now, the theory comes with, the videos of guys, they like the video you saw, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, but that is theory. Once you learn the theory, you need to go live. You need to go on to the practical. Go live is where you have professional traders who work for the company. You can log on to their live sessions. So you learn from the best at their session. Session meaning they could be trading on the London session. So before or during when the London banks open, they trade at that time. It's between 7 and 9 in the morning UK time. You could trade 1 to 3 p.m., which is when the New York session open, New York banks open. Or you could trade around 10, 11, 12 p.m. at night. I'm talking GMT, guys. Forgive me, I know people from all over the world. But that could trade, traders will be trading on that session. You can log on live. They will share their screen with you. You can see what they're doing. You can ask them questions. Very interactive. Guys, each trader who works for the company is a 6 to 7 figure trader, has been vetted by the CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry. And you have live mentorship. You can ask them questions. Now, if you miss the live sessions, you can watch the recordings. Now, guys, it says they choose your weapon. Guys, there's different ways to trade. There's different ways to attack the market. Now, you could have a different style of trading. Some of you, may not have time to be in front of the screen. You only want to trade when, you're looking at the screen maybe once a day for 10 minutes or once every couple of days. Or you might be an enthusiast trader who wants to scout the market and look on the trades every couple of hours or every hour. And there's different ways to trade. There's different time frames. Now, let me just quickly walk you through this harmonic scanner software here. So guys, this is a chart. Now, what does this chart tell us? Very simply, if you look at the last candlestick from this chart, it's telling you this is the euro, euro against the pound. It's telling you the live exchange rate, how much €1 will cost £1. So at the moment, it's 0.92 at the time of this chart being printed. So your €1 will buy 0.92, 92 pence, you could say, 0.92 pound. So that is the live exchange rate. Now, why is that relevant to know the history? Because it's telling you where it's previously been. It's relevant because, guys, if we know where it's previously been, we can take analysis on where it's likely to go. And that is when you can predict, because the market moves in patterns, it moves in waves. So this yellow pattern here is telling you that the scanner, the harmonic scanner, has picked up a pattern for you using algorithms, AI, artificial intelligence. It's telling you that the market's likely to reverse here. Sell this currency, sell the euro against the pound. And how you would do it is, guys, it will tell you, enter here, this coordinates, you'll stop your loss here. So if it goes against you, you'll stop your loss there. And then you need to take profit. You need to get out of the market at some point. Guys, to do this, it is so simple. All you need to do is copy the digits on, form a ticket, and you copy it into your MetaTrader 4 trading app, which we can explain. Guys, if you can upload a post to Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, you can trade. You can place a trade. It is that simple. The last product, guys, is something which is for the lazy people, the lazy man's tool, you could say. It is for someone who says, listen, I haven't got the time to learn or the patience to, learn this skill set. No problem. They have certain apps that you get on your phone. And what these apps do, guys, they will send you a message. and they will give you something called trade ideas. You'll get the benefit of professionals' analysis. And what they will say to you is sell, sell the euro here, buy the pound here. And all you need to do is copy and paste that information. Now, past performances don't guarantee future results, but they give you high accuracy. Now, guys, mobile phones is the disease of the 21st century. Who hasn't got a mobile phone? Kids are developing spinal problems because they're looking down on the mobile phones. If you wake up and, if your phone is not charged, your phone's only 5% charged and you leave the house, you're not gonna have a good day. If your phone's not charged, it's a problem. But if your phone's charged, you have a good day. If your partner's not charged, doesn't matter. If your phone needs to be charged, that's more important. That's how it's become. If our phone is not within a 2-meter radius around us, we have a problem. Well, guys, why would you get so good at Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook? Why wouldn't you get good at these apps? MetaTrader 4, learning how the market moves, how it doesn't move, where you learn, where you make mistakes. And guys, you could literally change your life because all you need is Wi-Fi, data. You could be anywhere in the world. You need a smart device, mobile phone, laptop, and you could trade. It's absolutely amazing, the benefits of trading. So you can get the benefits of other people's experience. Now, there are different products and different services. There's some different testimonials here. Monica is actually one of the 4th richest Latinos in the world of home business. And as you can see, a testimonial having total freedom of living out my dreams and doing things my own way has brought me the greatest joy. And we also have from Trinidad. So Monica's from Mexico. Gary is from Trinidad. And he gives his testimonial there that, learning this skill has absolutely empowered him. I've met Monica and Gary so many times, Monica Tapia, Gary McSween, in the conventions. They're actually coming to the UK in February. Actually, Monica Tapia's husband's actually coming to the UK on Sunday. We've got a huge event in Tower Bridge in London. I hope everyone who's on this call, members are attending that event. I'm going to show you at the end anyway. And from Michael as well. And he tells his story about what it's done for him. Now, guys, how much does it cost? Guys, I did a course on Forex 4 years ago. A friend of mine was living a lifestyle I was attracted to. Nice house, nice car, didn't go to work, was flying around the world. I was like, what do you do? Tell me. Like a Wolf of Wall Street moment. He said, I trade Forex. And I was like, what does that mean? He said, go and do a course on it. Guys, I did a course. It ended up costing me $2,500 for 3 days. Then I needed to put £2,000 into the broker account, so $4,500. And then I needed to pay a monthly subscription for my software, $89. Guys, so it was around, $4,500 to $5,000. That was for 3 days. Guess what they told me on the 3rd day? You can't really learn this in 3 days. That's what they said. They said, you need to do the full course. Full course costs 19 or 13,000. I did it, guys. So to learn this, guys, it costs you a few thousand at minimum. But to learn it fully, to learn the 4 years course, it can go into, depending on what package you choose. Different companies offer different things, but it can go into tens of thousands. And I'm not saying there's any bad companies, guys. There's no bad company. Companies, whatever you make it. If you're looking for something good, you'll find it good. If you're looking for something bad, you'll find that as well, guys. But what the company charges, they say, look, we are looking for average, ordinary people like us, guys. So they will charge you $199, which is actually an offer going on. So it's about $200, which is about £150, and then a monthly subscription of $164 after 30 days. And you get everything I've spoken about, the Academy, including Pip Talk, which is one of the apps where you get the analysis, Go Live, which is access to the live educators, and Harmonic Scanner. So you get that for $200 initial payment. Then after 30 days, your monthly subscription. You pay a monthly subscription. Now, guys, this monthly subscription is not a contract. You can pause it, cancel it, freeze it at any time. So the power lies with you. Now, you've got the elite pack there if you want everything, you're a seasoned trader, or you might just want to pick and choose. You might want the higher frequency Forex or the digital currency pack. So you can see there's different, they're a little bit cheaper. But I would recommend most people go with the platinum, the Forex pack, because that is mostly what you need to get started. I mean, I have added on a few things, guys. I have added on Steady. I have added on Vibrata. Actually, my wife today upgraded us to the Elite pack. So we actually got everything. But, when I first started, I just added a few things that I needed, and that was it. Now, there are some people who say, look, I would rather just pay up front serious traders who really want to do this. So you can pay 3 months, $825, 6 months, 1,006, or 12 months, 3,150. Now, guys, what the company want to do is make it accessible for everyone, because here in the Western world, in UK, America, Europe, $199 is not a huge amount. I mean, if you go to the city and you were to go on a night out, you could end up spending that much money anyway on just a weekend or a night out. So what the company says is that, look, it may not be a problem, a big problem for us. It's going to cost you some money, not a massive amount of money. But guys, in Asia and Africa, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but it is something they are doing. They have more reason to do it. And people in the Western world are a little bit more lazy. They're very comfortable. Oh, we've got this, we've got security. But when you look at it, security, look around you and see what's going on. If we've got a plan A, what is your plan B, guys? And this is my plan B, which is now turned into plan A. So guys, look, with the company they go one step further. They say, look, if you help us, we'll help you. If you were to recommend 2 customers to also join the platform, then this monthly subscription fee that you have, any monthly subscription fee is waived, because the company have 2 lots of fees rather than your one. So let's just say I enrolled and I recommend 2 friends, Matt and John. As soon as Matt and John enroll, anywhere in the world, send them my affiliate link, I won't have to pay my next month's subscription. Now, if Matt and John keep on paying, I won't ever have to pay. So it's 2 and free, guys. So it is optional. You don't have to take this course, this path, but it can be beneficial. Now, guys, the second part of this business is really where you take things to the next level. Guys, did you know the average millionaire has 7 sources of income? What do most people, the 95% of the world, have? 1 source of income. So having multiple sources of income is what can give you that time and money freedom. So if you learn the skill of Forex, or you embark on this journey, that's 2 sources of income. If you wanted to become a business owner, you can have a 3rd income source. If you have 3 income sources out of 7, are you not halfway getting to the 7 sources of income? I'm not saying to you it's just easy as that. Of course not, guys. It requires work. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a business, and we have to treat it like a business. Yes, some people learn these charts very quickly. They've got the knack for it. Some people take long. Whatever it is, no 2 students are the same. However, they're given the same opportunity. And guys, if we look at it, if we're looking at the average student loan debt is $37,000, and this is costing you $199, $164 per month, guys, you can do the math yourself and see the difference in that. Now, this income source is purely optional. You don't have to do it, but I tell you what, if you were to do it, it helps you become a better trader. How? Because you're helping other people become or learn this skill. So that means you got to know obviously what you're doing. So what the company says is this: you upgrade your account to an independent business owner. You pay an extra $15 and you will have to pay your monthly fee. So the 2 and 3 doesn't apply. That's why we say, look, if you are a customer, get your 2 customers and stay as a customer. You don't have to pay no more. If you get a 3rd customer, then upgrade. Because what the company will do is, anyone that you enroll, they will pay you $50 into your bank account. Anyone that you recommend, anywhere in the world. And then if that person recommends another, you get 12. If that person recommends another, you get 7. So there is some T's and C's, as you can see here, which I'll explain. If you recommend 3 customers, you will get paid the commission. So $50 each or $35 each. Let's just say that's $105 to $150. But then every single month, you'll get paid $150. Now, if your team grow from 3 to 12 members, guys, you're getting $600 every single month. Month in, month out, month in, month out. Guys, residual income, doing the work once and getting paid again and again and again. Then if you get 30 members, you're earning $1,000 a month. What I want to do, guys, I just want to bring someone onto this call. Young man who actually looks like a superstar is what I call him. He looks like a Hollywood or Bollywood actor. He actually attends university, goes Greenwich University, full-time student, but also becoming a trader and actually building a team of traders. Actually accumulated over 12 members in his team. He's actually what we call a Platinum 600, which means he earns $600 every single month from this company. What I'm going to do is promote him to the panelist, and I would like him to give you a sharing about his journey, just so that you can get a feel from a different person. So Pranav, can you hear us, Pranav?
Hello, guys. Can you all see me? Good evening to all of you. I'm Pranav Ambari, and thank you, sir, for putting me on the call as well. Yep. So I started in IM, let's say about a month ago. I'm a student at University of Greenwich in London. I'm a full-time MBA student in international business. And let me tell you guys, 1 month journey has taught me so much. 9 months of MBA has not, right? So most of my MBA goes down in case studies, research, and everything else, which are 10 years old, 20 years old, which are not up to date on the modern society, not more up to date on the modern economics, right? So when I got into Forex, I got into the idea of just trading about money. That's about it. That's all I had an idea about. Once I got into it, the network of people I got, the number of people I got, the quality of people I got, it was incredible. People like Mrs. Rupa, Mr. Vinay, Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Kesh, Mr. Syed, and our leader Ruta. All these people have given so much into the society, into me. They've helped me personally grow, financially grow. And it's only been a month, guys. I have a team of around 15 to 16 members, and I'm expanding currently as well in a couple of countries. I hope some of my members is there as well right now on call. And what I learned from this so far, I would say, trading is something that doesn't come to you easily, all right? It takes quite a bit of time to learn it. It takes 2 months, 3 months, a year, or a couple of years to perfect it. And even the veteran traders as well over time, if the market goes down, everybody goes down. Doesn't matter who you are. So what I tell you, this residual income that comes down from our company, it is something of magic, I'd say. It is something that is not given any other companies. They just don't hand it out to you like that. You get one-time commissions for things like this. You don't get a weekly salary like this. I earn up to $200, $225 right now, plus the bonuses and everything. That really doesn't matter. It's only been 3 weeks. And right now, I hope, I can hope up to go up to chairman, thanks to Mr. Vinay sir and all the support of my leaders. I'd like to tell you guys that, it's not hard for anyone to build a team, not to trade. All you need is a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and you need to be slow when you do this because it requires discipline like any other education. Whether it comes down to master, PhD, degree, anything it is, nothing comes down easily. It takes a while, and nobody becomes an expert in it right away. Some people have the knack for it, like sir said. Some people take a little slow, but if you take it in a disciplined manner, anybody can learn, and you can help people grow. That's the best part about this. The more people you help, the more you grow. It's as simple as that. So, moreover, I turned P150 less than, I'd say, in a week, and P600 in 15 days, and now I'm hoping for more. And right now I'm concentrating on my trading as well. I'm sorry for that, guys. So yeah, for me, this drive, the drive that I've got, when you go for success, it's never really about you. You should always have somebody at the back of your head. I learned this from Mr. Vinay as well. He put it right on me. And I learned that if you have somebody on the back of your head, you always go for it, no matter what. Out of the 24 hours I have, I almost spend up to 18 to 20 hours working so that I can feed my team. I can teach them something. The more I want to learn, the more I learn, the more I can teach them. The more I teach, I grow. It's as simple as that. So based on that, I'll leave it to Mr. Vinay to continue the rest of it all. And by the end, I would like to say, guys, success isn't thrust down upon anyone. It is not passed down on anyone. It is not hierarchical. It is based on you. It's just on you. It's on your decision. If you want to be passionate, if you want to be consistent, success is going to come knocking on your door. And that's for sure. And I'm seeing it right now. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. I'll hand it over to Mr. Vinay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pranav. That was absolutely amazing. Love your energy, love your enthusiasm. And I know, no doubt, you're going all the way to the top. If you can kindly make me host as well, then I can quickly share my screen. And guys, we're going to finish this presentation off. I was actually looking. Yes. Thank you so much, Pranav. Thank you for that. Guys, I was actually looking for one of our female members, if they can give a testimonial. If there is anyone, please just make yourself aware, send me a message. I can quickly get good. Because guys, this business is, for anyone and everyone. You could be from, any kind of background, any walk of life, caste, creed, color, gender is irrelevant. Actually, the ladies make better traders than men. I'm sure my wife will tell you this when you ever get to meet her, on these calls or at the event, etc. So what I want to do, guys, is just go back to the presentation and just finish this off before 9 o'clock. So I actually wanted to take 45 minutes from this. So there is a question here. Is it kindly recorded? Yes, it's being recorded. Pam, it's being recorded. So that's fine there. So guys, as you've heard, helping your team is going to benefit you as a trader, because for you to teach or tell someone about something, you need to know it yourself. So guys, the residual income, it goes all the way up to something which is quite unheard of. I mean, you know, you're talking $600, then you're 1,000, you go to 2,000. Many team members who are 2,000, platinum 5,000, where you have 225 members. Chairman 10, which is, as I mentioned, my rank in this business, where I have a minimum of 500 customers, which gives me an income of over $10,000 every single month. My senior, Mr. Abdullah Sandhu, who Pranav had mentioned, he's chairman 25, earning $25,000 a month just from the networking, and the trading is separate. It goes all the way up to $500,000. Dr. Spiller, Raphael Spiller, who I mentioned in the US, chairman 50. His senior is David Imoniti, who actually became the richest African in network marketing industry in the world. So great achievement. I'm so proud of him. I'm so privileged to be working under his mentorship, his guidance. And guys, we've got big names in this business. We've got, you know, people like Alex Morton, Ivan Tapia, Matt Rosa, Jason Brown. Guys, it goes all the way up to celebrities such as Les Brown. And I believe this person is probably one of the pinnacle on top of self-development learning, which is Mr. Bob Proctor himself. I actually done a course on Bob Proctor 2014. So I'm absolutely a big fan. I'm actually going to see him in January in LA, and I know many members are going there as well. So guys, that is it, guys. You know, we're going to ask ourselves, what do we want to do? I'm paying off my debt. This is, you know, if you know the reason why you're doing something, you'll have a much better chance of doing what you need to do, because you're putting yourself in that zone. You know, if we are literally going to work, exchanging time for money, most people who are exchanging time for money don't have any goals, or their goals are very small, or their goals are limited to the weekend, or what they're going to do for Christmas, for example. But I'm paying off debt. I'm learning to trade. I'm saving money. I'm changing my life. Guys, what will you become? Guys, I want to thank you for joining this call. Thank you for listening to me. If something has resonated with you, whether it be the networking, whether it just be the trading, whether it be both, get back to the person who's invited you onto this call. Do not let a few $100s stop you from earning literally 4, 5, 6, 7 figures, guys. That's what I'm going to say to you guys. So thank you very much, guys. And I will end this call now. And we're actually finishing well before 9 o'clock. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Vinay. So that was some recorded training he did for you to tell you about the 5 secrets, why the rich are rich, how you can be too, how to future-proof your income against whatever happens, and against the threat of technology taking jobs, which you talked about. We also showed you a sneak preview of what some of the training is in the Academy, the IML Academy. And that was the video on what the basics of Forex are. So what actually Forex trading is. And Vinay also showed you how to read a Forex chart, and that only took a few minutes. Secret 4, we talked about how we can beat the banks to their own game. They're trading our money and making loads and loads of returns and giving us like less than a percentage a year. Rude. But you can do it yourself, and you can do it in as little as an hour a day. So you can fit it around your lifestyle, depending on what kind of approach you want to take. You can do scalping, where you just sit at the screen for an hour. You can do more day trading or intraday trading, where you look at your charts for half an hour a day, and then you just sort of monitor it 5 minutes a day. We can teach you all that. And secret number 5, how to get your education for free. So that's signing up 2 people, and then you get your monthly subscription for absolutely free. Or you can sign up more people and get more people to join and share the goodness with them. And you can make a second stream of income if you want. That's totally optional. Okay, so he also, I don't think she mentioned, but we also do, within our Traders United group, we do lots of online coaching and training. So here is a Zoom schedule. We use the software Zoom to hold webinars, basically. So online training. So wherever you are in the world, you can join us. So you can be at home on the sofa. You can even be having dinner, and you can tune into this amazing training. We go through like how to use the different tools, strategies that people are using with the tools. Also mindset training, because as you'll learn, 80% of trading is actually psychology, and 20% is skill, because there's a lot to do with not doing like revenge trading, That's where you take a loss and then you think, oh, I want my money back straight away. And then you put in a really big trade, or you go into a trade where really you shouldn't, and then you lose more money. So mindset's a really big part of it. And we do that. We do this training weekly, and that's an example schedule there. So being part of this group, so we would call it a mastermind, where you're part of a network with lots of other like-minded people who are keeping you on your journey and sharing what's working for them and what isn't working, so you can accelerate your learning. That'd be worth normally thousands of dollars. People charge thousands a year just to be part of a specialist group like this, who are all focused on the same goal and are able to share their problems and share what is working for them and bounce ideas off each other and learn from each other, and keep your spirits up and keep your motivation going, so that you do absolutely achieve that goal. There's other people who maybe don't know about Forex trading or about the sort of wealth mindset and about Robert Kiyosaki and the cash flow quadrant. They might think, what are you doing? This is weird. Go back to your normal job. Those people, they do love you. They're saying that out of love and concern for you. But if you listen to them too much, then you'll start doubting yourself, and then you won't achieve your amazing goals, which you can totally do. Whereas being part of this network in Traders United, and being part of this, and having access to this Zoom schedule and the access to the people in our WhatsApp groups, to be able to talk to each other all the time, you're surrounded by other like-minded people. So yeah, exclusive group of traders in Traders United, support and advice daily. People normally send like motivational quotes each day, and they share like funny things and also like actual advice as well on how things are going. Some people share their own trades that they're doing as well. You can take them if you want as well. And as I said, you won't be persuaded to give up. You'll surround yourself with like-minded people, even if you're based far away from where other people are. That's the beauty of technology. You can still be around other people just virtually. And actually, if you are in the UK, we normally do meetups every couple of weeks, or you can connect with other people in the group and arrange to meet them in a coffee shop or something as well, if you just want to have a chat. So there's always that option as well. So as Vinay said, you're going to get educational videos, over 10 hours worth of training, real-time trading on the online TV channels of all the expert traders sharing their ideas with them. Sharing their trading ideas with you. So the actual trades they're taking, you can take those trades and you can ask them questions in real time. So that's expert mentorship. You also get the trading software. Included in the basic package. You get harmonic scanner. If you want to add more on, then that is the option. But really, when you're starting out, you just need the basic package. So you get harmonic scanner, which that was what Vinay was showing you when he showed you the chart and how to read that. And that gives you trade ideas, and you can just put those in. And you can learn from the harmonic scanner and understand what they're doing, what they're picking out, and use that to accelerate your own learning to make your own trades. You also have the weekly online training session with the CEO, Christopher Terry. They're called Night Owl sessions, and they include like swing trades. So he gives you trade ideas and what he thinks the market is doing that week. So you can benefit from his over 20 years of trading experience. That's massive. We also have Pip Talk, which is like private messaging. It's like WhatsApp or Telegram or a chat room, but specific private to IM. And it's called Pip Talk. So you can network with over 100,000 traders worldwide in private chat streams. So there'll be one in particular for one mentor or one group chat stream for people using a particular tool. So you have access to all of those traders as well, not just the people in Traders United. So you have a closer knit family called Traders United, and you also have access to everyone else in the company who's on Pip Talk. It's amazing. And bonus number 1, ongoing coaching and mentoring. So if you, as Vinay said, if you go to like other companies and you ask them for their prices, they will typically charge these sorts of prices for elite mentorship, for the education. I mean, just a 3-day weekend can be £2,000-3,000 pounds. I've put just $2,000 here of the value you're getting for the educational videos. And actually that's more than 3 days worth of content, really. So over 10 hours. It's actually more than that. If you add in the Forex and crypto academies, because that's actually just Forex Academy. And online TV channels, that's expert mentorship, the software, more expert mentorship from Christopher Terry, and masterminds and extra training. That's crazy. But going on to, because we're not just going to stop there, I'm going to also give you bonus number 2. Dr. Spiller. This is the man that Vinay mentioned. He made over $250,000 on Bitcoin going down. He knew, he was studying the charts, and he had his own knowledge and his experience, and he was able to put in a trade on Bitcoin going down when lots of other people lost out because the value of Bitcoin was going up, crazy up, and then it crashed. And Dr. Spiller actually made money on that crash of Bitcoin going down. So we have access to him as, so Dr. Spiller is Vinay's senior. So he's higher up in the chain of command. And because we're in his downline, or is a technical term, but because we're part of his sort of network, we have access to him and his amazing knowledge. His brand is called Universal Trade House, and he gives advice, he gives lots of motivation and mentoring, and he also gives his own trade ideas. So we're benefiting from his specialist knowledge as well. So not just the expert educators on IM Academy and IML TV and your Night Owl sessions with Christopher Terry, you also get Dr. Spiller. And he is like, he's from Texas, and he is like just hard on you. He's like, you have to, no excuses. You have to do this. You will not fail with him. Just on at you. And if you take full advantage of all of the wonderful training and the videos he sends you of him sending like motivation and his own insights on what the market is doing that week and his own trade ideas. So yeah, you get expert trade setups and training exclusive to being in Dr. Spiller's team. If you're part of a different team, like if you were to join IM through someone else, you may not necessarily be eligible for Dr. Spiller's exclusive training because you might not be in his team. Whereas if you join us, you will be. So you will get all of his expert knowledge, and you cannot give up with Dr. Spiller's training and him telling you to keep going. He shares some quite personal stuff as well about some struggles that he's been through, and which, I mean, some of the stories he tells, you're just like, wow, I can't believe you bounced back from that. And he's literally a 6 or 7 figure trader. So if he can do it, so can you. And just listening to his stories will inspire you. And sometimes that's totally what you need. If you're just feeling down one day and you're like, oh, my trade didn't go the way I wanted it to, then you see a message from Dr. Spiller and it really lifts you up and motivates you and think, well, he's been through worse. I just lost one trade. Come on, I can totally do this. And you will massively increase your chances of success by being part of this team and taking advantage of all the training and mentorship that Dr. Spiller will give you. So if we add up everything, so that was all the stuff from before, bonus 1 and bonus 2. So again, these are prices that people typically charge for this sort of education and mentorship from other companies. I've added Dr. Spiller on at the end. Normally people charge like 10K a year to just to have expert mentorship or training from an expert. So I put 10K there, which is completely reasonable. If you go to other companies, as Vinay was saying, if you like on the course that he went on a 3-day course, and then they told him, yeah, you can't actually learn this in 3 days. You need our mentorship, and that cost him, I think he said 19,000, but it's normally at least 10,000 minimum for a year. Sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 6 months, or a specific amount of sessions of mentorship from an expert trader, like a 7-figure trader. So this is the amount of value you're getting if you join the exclusive Traders United membership. Oh, here we go. So that adds up to $38,000. But we're not going to charge you that, as Vinay said. You will only pay like $200. If you want to start today, you only pay $200. That is your initial joining fee, and then your membership will continue at $165 a month thereafter, and you can cancel at any time. There's no commitment, no contract, and we're removing the risk even more. If you cancel within 7 days, if you give it a try and you get full access to everything and you think, actually, you know what, I don't want to for some reason, you can get your money back if you cancel within 7 days. But otherwise, you know, if life happens and you're continuing with your monthly membership and then suddenly something happens, like you get ill or something happens in the family and you need to just pause your membership, you can totally do that. There are no penalties, there's no contract or anything. It's just you pause your education and you just don't get access to it while you're not paying, which is absolutely fine because you're trying to focus on whatever life is throwing at you. That's fine. You'll still be part of, we'll still keep in contact with you. We won't just like throw you out in the cold and be like, we're not talking to you anymore until you give us money. That's not how it works. We'll still keep in contact with you and check on how you're doing, because we're not just about making money. We're about supporting each other as well. I remember we went to a Tony Robbins event and one of the girls actually fainted in the crowd because I'm not sure why, but there was a health reason. And she was like, oh, I'm so grateful that you helped them. And we were like, of course we helped. We were like Traders United family. Like, of course we're going to help you and go with you to the hospital or like put you in the ambulance. So it's, yeah, we're not just about making money. We're about supporting each other. So whatever happens, you can pause if you want. There's no commitment, no contracts. So we have that flexibility, unlike certain mobile phone networks. So we're better than your mobile phone network. So you can get started now for just $200 today. And if you join us through this webinar, I'll also give you this free bonus training from Vincent. So as you saw earlier, we do weekly Zoom sessions, the various sessions every week on Zoom. So I recorded one of the sessions that Vincent did. He's one of our leaders, and he's been mentored by people like Bob Proctor, and he's gone to all the events like Tony Robbins and Wealth Dragons and everyone. And he does a lot of psychology sessions with us, like psychology for success and having the right mindset for success. So I'll give you access to that training, which you wouldn't have normally because you wouldn't have been part of the network when he did that session. But I've got it recorded and I will give you the recording if you decide to join today from this webinar. All you need to do is click the button below and get started. And if you still have questions, do feel free to email us at info@tradersunitedfx.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But otherwise, I really hope to meet you soon and help you on your journey towards financial freedom. I know other people have done it. I'm in a better position than I was before. As you've heard Vinay's story, there's so many other stories as well in our just in Traders United that we can tell you about if you need more inspiration or if you just want to like have any questions answered. But most importantly, I mean, if not now, when? It's all very well thinking, maybe one day I'll do this, maybe one day I'll be able to quit my job that I hate, or be able to afford that nice anniversary present for my wife or husband, or fulfill this other dream I have. Why not today? Instead of one day, make it today. All you have to do is click the button below. There is a money back guarantee. If you cancel within 7 days, you'll get all your money back if you want to. But otherwise, it's $200 that could change the rest of your life. To be honest, like actually could, and it has for many of our members. Anything else? Oh yes, sorry, yes, because you stayed till the end of the webinar. Yay! Thank you. We're also going to give you a step-by-step guide to set you up on how to trade from your phone. And so that's that link there. So if you type that into your browser, it will give you access to the video and it will show you how to set yourself up on your phone to trade. And there we go. So that's it from me. I really hope to see you soon, or at least chat to you soon as part of Traders United. But if you have any questions, then do drop us a line at that email address below. And that's it from me. And all I can do really is just try and encourage you more to click the button below and join us, and you will get all the love and support that you need and the training to really make your dreams a reality and to get your financial freedom. Just so you know, once you click the button below, this is what will happen. You'll go to this page here. Just bring it up. Oops. Here we go. So it'll come up with this page and you scroll down. So here's some more motivation, seeing I am empowered. What will you become? Scroll down, put in your basic information here. You're joining as a customer. So IBO is if you want to do the business side of things, but you can just join as a customer. Your username and your password. Okay, so if you, as Vinay said, there are two options. You can pay monthly or you can pay like an annual fee up front or 3 months. So if you want to pay monthly, then you go to this side, the left side. If you want to pay like 3 months in advance or a year in advance, you do make a saving. So if you want to do that, then you go to the right side. But I'm just going to show you how to do the monthly option. So automatically clicks the Elite Starter Pack. You don't need the Elite Starter Pack when you're starting off. You get all of these bits up to Pip Talk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 5 bits in the Platinum Starter Pack, which is what we want. All of this underneath, these are extra tools and apps to give you more trade ideas. But when you're starting off, I think I would recommend that you just pick the Platinum Starter Pack, which will give you the top 5 things, and that will set you well on your way. And if you want, you can check out the other tools and add a couple of them on, or you can upgrade to the Elite Starter Pack, which includes all of them. But for now, let's tick Platinum Starter Pack. So tick here. So your initial payment of $199.95, so $200. So that's what you want. This is other stuff like high frequency things and digital currency if you're into cryptos. I mean, even if you are into cryptos, I would highly recommend you do the Forex Academy, because that includes Crypto Academy anyway. And also Forex is like more basic than cryptos. Cryptos are more volatile and there's more risk involved. So I would recommend you start your learning journey with Forex, because that's, you know, less risky. Okay, so Platinum Starter Pack. And then so that's your joining fee, initial payment. And then you scroll down and you have to pick what your monthly plan will be after your initial 30 days. So that's what we're talking about, when your monthly subscription will then be $164.95. So you tick this one, Platinum Monthly. So that just continues your access to what you pay for when you first enroll. So you just want to tick here, Platinum Starter Pack for initial payment. And then you scroll down and you click monthly payment, Platinum Monthly. And then you keep scrolling down and you just put in your payment information here and tick all these things and read them. So this is to confirm you'll be charged $200 immediately, and you'll continue to be billed $165 each month starting 30 days from now. So you only pay $200 today, 30 days later you'll be billed another $165, and that will continue monthly unless you cancel your account, pause it, and you can cancel at any time. And this is just to confirm it's not an investment company offering financial advice. This is education that you're purchasing. So you're purchasing education which can lead you to financial freedom, as many of our members have, but it is education. We're not guaranteeing anything. Education, not offering financial advice. And then you click join now, and then you have access to all sorts of goodness. Let me see if I can log into mine. So this is mine website. So this is what you get when you log in. You get your homepage, and you have, this is events that are coming up. Oh, that's me. Hi. And you can get access to all the different things around the side. So here's IML Academy, IML TV, Harmonic Scanner, Pip Talk, all of this. I've already done the orientation stuff, so I think it normally shows you orientation stuff here, but we'll also help you when you first get into IM anyway. So I clicked on IML Academy, and that's already got my login information in there. That's the same login as your normal login that you set up earlier when you signed up. And yeah, this is what it looks like when you get into IML Academy. This app education, cryptos. So you'll start here, or a different language if you want. It's Forex English Academy. And here are all the videos. Just loading. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's all of this goodness, and it goes all the way down. And that's just in the basic bit. That's just in basics. It's all that goodness. It will help you on your journey. So yeah, this is just a look inside the IML Academy, and all these videos will help you to learn Forex and to achieve all the things we were talking about, that Vinay was earlier, about beating the banks to their own game, gaining your financial freedom. This is the first step. Just investing in yourself and educating yourself on Forex. And here is that link again. Here you go. So yeah, we get started for just basically $200 today. And if you join today, you'll get a free bonus training on from Vincent. It's one of our top leaders on psychology for success. So getting the right mindset as trading, you'll find out, is 80% psychology and 20% skill. And all you need to do is click the button below. So hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye for now.